Do 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 do. Oh wow, I love playing with this thing. It's kind of meh. It's kind of not great, but it's also fun. But blah, 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 blah. So here is the surprise edition, the Burning Ones, Sailor One Summoner, Burning Pelican, aka the reason why Steamboat Blue has really bad color mismatch. Yep, that's right, this bird was actually the second last to be built, and not the very last as it should have been. Also, here's this funny toy thing. I actually don't know what this thing really is, other than being a piece of plastic with noise, but it's here. So let me say this right now. The rounded 2x2 plates are really awesome because how I've used them to make double jointed elbows. But they're also probably really fragile. Like this piece is probably on its last legs, especially it happened to it twice. Awesome. Awesome. Other than that, yeah, it's not great. Kind of fails at the whole pelican thing, you know? But at least it can move its wings outward for a proper flying motion, right? It's also kind of fragile itself too. The head just kind of struggles to stay on if it's held by that. But that's not what this thing is about anyways. We're here for the actual final combo. And spoiler alert, it's and at least I think it is, the best thing I have ever made. And here we finally have Boiling Blitzer. And this right here is peak. Mostly, but it's peak. The way the new chest pegs in isn't the smoothest as you can see, but I don't care because this thing is buff as fire. Has the classic robo boots, but actually more so function as the regular feet now. Uses the old arms as big shoulder pads, seen previous with the bigger combos. Cool looking and more gimmicky arms, if a bit out of proportion, and an okay new looking hat. It does it all pretty well, and I'm happy with that. And best of all, it's actually fun to hold. It's an actual miracle. Now on to Conjure Time, the actual last one. It really was just that joke from the beginning, and a random idea to fuse it with the previous team, which I don't have a build for reasons coming up. So, once I had a proper idea, it moved quite smoothly, especially the legs. The parts were just there as added detail, but now actually have a function. It's really nice that nothing on Sailors had to change too, but I guess that's how armor combining works, unless you go real crazy with it, which I didn't, and am okay with. Now for the final drawings. And right off the bat, when I was thinking of a pelican, I wasn't actually thinking about the actual animal for some reason. Nope, I was thinking of the freaking Pokemon. Aren't I awesome? Yeah, this bird needed quite a cleanup due to how jank the proportions were, especially the body and how non-existent it was. But honestly, it was kind of doomed from the start. If there isn't a good foundation at the start, then the revision won't fix it any better, is what I've learned from this series really. Like those wings, man. They are atrocious, which would then affect Boiling Blizzard as a result. Since it was the last combo bind I would be making for a long while, I decided to go off in a whimper and make it simple for myself. Too bad that everything else was also affected. Like the arms just look bad and are probably going to be a nightmare for the instructions. The new boots look boring, and the new hat is very detailed for me and is an overall mess. Like man, what was I doing? And that is the actual end, which leads to the fate of these guys being taken apart and being put back into the bin until the next team happens. Unfortunate, but one, I don't have a lot of Lego, so I have to. And two, these guys were always going to be used as a reference for the drawings, nothing else really. So that's it. And it for the blank ones in Lego. For a time, I don't even know how long. The next team was going to happen, even had bits of sketches for them, though barely anything, and something I'm not showing for now. But unfortunately, because of how long it took to complete this series, I decided to cut that idea entirely. As the team and the rest of the others that kind of accidentally spawned in are either done or quite set in stone. So instead of working on something that's quite cleared now, I decided to instead start up some newer stuff, which will really benefit from these Lego builds. Though it all depends on the building process and if it goes all right. And if not, then that's it, I guess. So, until I start up the next Lego stuff, that's it for this series. A series that was meant to just be filler. Bye!